Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 13. I apologize that I'm not in this video. You can hear my voice. I'm at home today taking care of a sick boy. So multitasking, because that's what moms do. So this is an important video as always. I'm just going to go through and outline exactly what the expectations are for this week. There's actually a lot that we're doing, and there's some details here that are different than what you're normally used to. So again, this is an instructional video that will help guide you through our weekly tasks. So we're into week 13, which means that we are now officially into December at the end of the week, which is wild. And as I've mentioned here, we really have very little left in this course in terms of assessments. We've got one more major project, which I'm going to roll out today, one more unit test, which is tomorrow, and then just a few more weeks of lessons and content. And then we're all going to be focusing our energy on the final 30 when we come back from the winter break. So really, there's very few assessments left. Over the next 2 weeks, you're going to see all of the work that you've done since midterms come back to you. And obviously, there'll be an updated mark for that as well. And for those of you who are not staying on top of the course, you'll obviously see that reflected. So again, keeping organized is really important as we move into this final leg of the course, okay? All right, so for this week, we've got, the gist of it is you've got 2 discussion posts and you've got your last major project right here, motivation and stress in the workplace. And this is the last major project of the course. So again, it's kind of nice when you think about it from that perspective, right? There's been a lot of work we put into this course, but we're really getting to the end of it. Okay, so let's start with the discussion posts. So just a reminder that if you are in our classroom and you go to communication and you go to discussions, oh, there I am, hello. If you go to discussions, and again, you go to discussions and you scroll down, you'll see that we have actually in this course been assigned, it's 7 different discussions so far. So we've done 5 discussions, and this week we've got discussion number 6, the puzzle of motivation, and discussion number 7, workplace stress. Now, these discussions are extremely important inquiry work and scaffolding of your learning. Some of these discussion posts are individually assessed and you'll be marked on your report card, and some are assessed as homework activities that are cumulative, and you receive a cumulative mark at the end of the semester. So they are marked, and in general, again, they're very easy marks, but they're also, more importantly, the content that you need to know so that you can be successful on projects and future tests, and of course, the final exam. So this week you're assigned discussion 6, which is the puzzle of motivation. There's a lesson here and a slide deck to go through and notes to take. And there's a TED Talk that is a TED Talk by Daniel Pink. He's one of the greatest, considered one of the greatest, modern business gurus of our time. He has a lot of really cool stuff to talk about when it comes to motivation that I think a lot of you will really relate to. I'm going to go and you're going to answer these questions. What is the candle problem? And then reflecting on these questions underneath. And then, as always, with your discussion posts, you want to make sure that you post a question for your peers and then go back and comment on 2 peer posts to earn marks for that. Then our second discussion post for this week is on workplace stress. Again, this is something students really like this one because they can really relate to it. There is a lesson here on workplace stress. Please go through that and take notes. There's TED Talk videos, and then there's 2 articles that are linked within the lesson. So you need to read Article 1, Article 2, and watch the TED Talk video. Again, any TED Talk video that we watch in this course could be used and seen in a future test situation. All right, and you're going to answer these questions based on the articles and obviously the TED Talk video, okay? So again, these are assigned to you for marks. It's really important that you do the work. And that is what you're going to spend the first 2 days on for this course, okay? So this is all broken down for you again here. So motivation lesson, and then stress lesson, and then the 2 discussion posts. These discussion posts are due on Monday at 8 a.m. as always. Now, on Wednesday, you've got this project. This is your final master project of Unit 2. It's called Motivation and Stress in the Workplace. There are 2 videos linked into this weekly agenda that explain this project in detail. It's about a 15-minute video all told. That's because this project is pretty involved. It's an amazing project where you have to interview somebody in your life who holds a professional position. So I ask, please do not interview a friend who's working at a part-time job. No, this is not the purpose of this project. The purpose of this project is to interview someone who holds a professional position, ideally someone who you look up to, a role model, a coach, a mentor, a teacher, somebody in your life like an aunt or an uncle, that you can really learn more about their life and also their life in the workplace. Okay, now, as I said, these videos explained this project in detail. You can find this project in Dropbox. And you should listen to these videos in order to really thoroughly understand the project. Please start the first video at the 2-minute mark. The first 2 minutes of the video is just kind of, it's an older video, and I just, there's no reason to reinvent the wheel, but if you just skip forward 2 minutes, you can start the video at that point, okay? As always, we've got our participation activity for the week, which is your attendance check. So please make sure you complete that. And just so you know, there will be a unit test next week. And next week, really, the two things that you have to work on is the unit test as well as the project. The project will actually be due next Friday, December 9th at 3 p.m. This is different than what we're used to. Normally, everything that we do for the course is due the following Monday at 8 a.m., but this project is just too big. You really need a couple of weeks to do it. And you have a couple of weeks. So really do not leave it to the last minute. You've got a lot of time. My expectations are high for this project. It's worth about 8% of your overall grade. And if you have any questions about it outside of the videos explaining what to do, please make sure you reach out anytime, okay? And that's it. So you've got the 2 discussion posts, the project to work on. The project is due next Friday at 3 p.m. The discussion posts due, as always, Monday at 8 a.m. And you can find all the information for the project in Dropbox, of course, on the weekly breakdown. Don't forget to do your participation activity for your weekly attendance. Okay, I hope you all have a great week. I hope you're staying healthy, and I will see you online.